The new Vibrant Visuals update has been out for quite some time now, and after trying it out for myself, I can confidently say Mojang definitely cooked with this one, receiving an overwhelming amount of positive receptions with smaller critiques. But the most major criticism I've seen this feature get was why isn't it on Java already, which will come at some point, eventually, maybe. But this single feature isn't just a new look for your Minecraft world with the shadows and dynamic lights, but one I believe will pave the way for some of Minecraft's most requested updates by the community to finally get added into the game, marking the start of a new Minecraft era. And it all begins with you. Yes, you, the player. So sit back, grab some lava chicken, relax, and let me explain Studio. Next, what does the player or the community have to do with these specific update releases? For this, we'll need to go back when Minecraft received its first major graphical update in 2017 as the World of Colors update for 1.12, changing many items' textures and making them more vibrant, and also parrots. It did receive mixed reviews, but you can't deny it was a needed one, because also during this time Minecraft was at its lowest point, where people found the game becoming more boring and repetitive, and where the popularity of shaders started to grow. People wanted to change their game experience without drastically changing its mechanics, to the point people were demanding Mojang to add support for integrated shaders. And you know what? Mojang actually listened, announcing the Super Duper Graphics pack during Minecraft Live that year. It was meant for Bedrock Edition of the game as part of the Better Together update, but it was still Mojang's take on adding shaders not only for PC, but for mobile and console. It was going to be a monumental milestone, before getting cancelled later due to it being too technically demanding. However, Mojang did learn from their mistakes, as we now have Vibrant Visuals, which I believe counts as a successor of the Super Duper pack. It really shows how far we've come. But you must be wondering, what does all of this have to do with future update releases and the player? Well, I think it's pretty obvious that Mojang is definitely taking feedback and inspiration from its community, and it wouldn't be the first time. Horses, pistons, recipe book were all once mods made by independent creators before Mojang actually implemented them into the game. This is just a portion of how you, yes you, again, the player and the community actually affect the game more than they think. There's literally a feedback website where you can suggest your own ideas. And yes, I'm aware Mojang isn't obliged to add every requested feature, it's their own game, and they have a specific vision for it, but they already added some from their feedbacks, which again points to them caring. I mean, if Mojang began ignoring what the community wants and just added whatever, Minecraft would be dead by now. So they have to try and give people what they want, while still staying true to their vision of the game, keeping that vanilla feel to it, which is much easier said than done. Because you gotta find out what people want, why do they like it, then add your own spin to it, then designing, drawing, texturing, modeling, coding. So from my perspective, I see that Vibrant Visuals was the result of people wanting integrated shaders into the vanilla game. So what other features could we see have a similar fate? Well, I came up with 3 cases of well-known Minecraft mods that I think might make their way into the game at some point. Just a quick side note, this is all speculative and kinda my own opinion, so don't take my words for concrete info, please. Let's start with what I believe is second to shaders when it comes to wanted updates, a revamp to the game's animations. With each new mob Mojang adds into Minecraft, they progressively keep getting more and more unique animations. From walking, idling, attacking, they'll have something going on, whether that's a camel sitting or a warden being summoned. Compare that to previous mobs all the way from 10 years ago, and with the growing popularity of texture packs like action and stuff and fresh animations. Of course, this wouldn't be the same level as animations that we see in texture packs, like the swinging animation of tools. I don't think it's gonna be changed as much, or opening a chest, but the walking, climbing, crawling even, might all have their unique animations at some point, even the mobs. And although it might not be expressive as most texture packs, it will still refresh the way the game looks. Another update we can expect to get is the awaited second combat system update. Now in the past, Jeb had been working on a second combat system rework ever since the controversial combat changes of 1.9. Also, can we please stop the hate on 1.9? It's 2025, it's been well over 10 years, the horse is beyond dead. But what most people didn't recognize was this new combat update was a new arsenal of weapons with special effects in use. We can even see this happening with the latest added weapons for the game. The trident, crossbow, and mace has its own enchantment while simultaneously having a special use. just like how a few weapons from some weapon mods that offer items with special abilities. So these 3 items might be giving us a glimpse into what Mojang is planning behind the scenes. And hey, a second combat update would be an opportunity to add a use for the offhand on Bedrock Edition. The same can also be said for the final update on my list, and that's an inventory UI redesign. With every brand new update, Mojang usually adds a new utility item for players to experience, prompting most people to keep them in their inventory for easy reach. But that usually would result in cluttering your inventory. And although Mojang did introduce solutions to this problem, what if instead we had more when it comes to managing the inventory itself? A new slot or two to store bundles on the player's side might be an idea. Or better yet, a new backpack item that brings an additional storage similar to a chest, and instead of placing it down like a shulker, you instead shift and right click to access the items inside. An inventory update can also be a perfect time to add a use for the offhand on Bedrock Edition. Okay, really, why isn't it in the Bedrock Edition? I just want to be able to use the offhand. Why can't that be a thing? I can't hold almost 97% of everything, but a shell, oh, that's way important. To keep a long story short, I do believe Vibrant Visuals does open the opportunity for some of these features that just started out as add-ons to the game to be a stable part of it. And who knows what else the community will come up with next, and how maybe Mojang could use it as reference to improve Minecraft. And it's important I mention this, although you might think these features are a must in the vanilla game, it's not guaranteed to make it into the actual game. And those were my personal opinions that no one asks for, and shouldn't be taken as literal fact. Unless you're watching this in the year 2050 and Mojang did add all of these features I said earlier, then like and subscribe, I guess, because I got them right. But on a serious note, it all goes back to how you want to play. Either modded or vanilla, it always goes back to you. Minecraft was always a game that prioritized the player's experience over anything else, trying to appeal to all. But I still think the censorship of the word night is way overkill.